Are you always putting on makeup like I am and you don't always find time to run to the sink to wash your brushes, and then the next day you come back to dirty brushes? Well, I came up with a little system to help me keep my brushes clean every single day without me even leaving my makeup chair. You want to see? Stick around, check it out. Today I'm showing you guys a little makeup hack that I came up with because I'm always putting on makeup every single day, even minimal makeup when I go to work. And I'm using my brushes and I'm using my beauty blender, and I don't always go to the sink to clean it, and then I get up the next day and everything's dirty, and then you end up having to use dirty brushes. And it's okay for like a few days in a row, but then once it turns into like a week or two, if y'all like me, you know, the brushes are filthy, and it's to the point that they don't even apply the makeup properly, and it's like, come on. Then I have to take all my brushes to the sink to wash them, and I don't have time for that. All right, so what I did was I came up with a nice little system so that I can clean my brushes quickly, easily, and efficiently after every use right at my makeup vanity. Take a look. This is the area where I keep all my makeup and a lot of my products, and I know it's a little messy, but trust me, it's an organized mess. My bed is right beside me, so I pretty much get up, I hop in the shower, I come back in the room, I prop myself down at this vanity, and this is where I do all my hair and my makeup every single day. I went to Dollar Tree, yes, Dollar Tree, because they actually have really great organizational containers, especially for something like that. I bought these small, round Tupperware containers, and they're perfect because they're small and they come like 8 in a pack or something like that, and they're for $1. So I decided to get these small tubs, and what I do is I have 3 of them actually, and in each tub I have a different solution. Now in the first tub I have water, makeup remover, and soapy water. Now for my brushes I use regular old Ajax dish detergent, okay, and I mix that with water, and that's how I make a soapy solution. With the antibacterial soap, it helps to get rid of any germs that might transfer from one thing to another, so I use regular old Ajax. So this is Ajax, and inside of here, this is from Clarins, Paris, and it is a one-step facial cleanser. But I was using it on my face to remove my makeup, but I didn't like how it worked on my face. So I said, you know what? I'll just use it for my makeup brushes. And then in this container is just plain old water, and this is the final step. So with these 3, I remove the makeup in 3 simple steps. I also keep a roll of paper towels by my vanity because I'm always using them, and I love the Selecta size from Bounty. They're perfect because they're very absorbent, and they rip off in small sheets, so it's perfect. So I usually have one of these folded in half, you know, and I have it sitting right on my vanity. So in the morning I just take these down, 1, 2, 3, and I use this as the first step because it does have some oil in it, and I feel like a lot of the makeup removers, especially that are liquid form like this, they have some kind of oil in it, but I feel like it works great to get rid of the dirt from the brushes. So this is my first step. I just sit it here, I open it up, and then this is the second step. This is just straight up antibacterial Ajax dish detergent. I've been using this for years to clean my brushes. I always have, even before I came up with this little system that I have right here, and I feel like it works great. I don't have any issues with it, and I have sensitive, oily, acne prone skin, and I don't have any issues with using this. And the final step is good old H2O from the tap. This is the final step to pretty much rinse away any of the soapy water from the brushes. What I do is in the morning, I'm sitting here, I'm applying my makeup, you know, and I'll grab a brush, maybe like one like this. I'll grab a brush, I use it, whatever I need to do with it, and then I'll have these 3. So the first thing that I do is I dip it in the first one. And I don't really push it around in there because I feel like then all the makeup that's on it is going to go into the makeup remover solution. That's why I keep the paper towel here, because I'll dip it in there and then I rub it off on the paper towel. And if it's a lot, I might do that again and dip it and then rub it off on the paper towel again until I see the amount of makeup that's in the brush start to reduce until it's not much, and then I know it's really not that much left in there. But then you're left with an oily brush, which is no good because you can't apply shadow with this. Then what I do is I go into I get all of this off, and I go into the soap and water solution. Okay, now with this, I might go in a little more and just push down lightly in there, just because I want to get as much of that oil out of the brush as I can. And then I come over here to my paper towel and I pretty much do the same thing. And then I go back in to the soapy water, do that again, gently pressing, gently pressing. And then I come out and I wipe it on the paper towel again. But as you can see, now it's soapy. You know, it's soapy now. And then I wipe that off, get as much of it off as I can. Then I go into my final step, which is the water. I dip it, and then I wipe it here, dip it, wipe it here. And as you move it around on the paper towel, if there's any soap left in the brush, it'll start to foam up, so that way you know if there's still soap left. And I pretty much keep dipping it and cleaning it, and I make sure there's no soap left, and that's it. That's it. And for me in the morning, I don't use that much makeup, so I'm only using maybe 1 or 2 brushes. So it's not like I'm doing this, you know, with a ton of brushes in the morning, because I'm not. Usually I use on average 2, maybe 3 brushes, and I'm fast because I'm used to doing it. So I'll go here, clean, 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 here, clean, 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 here, clean, clean, clean. On average, it'll take you literally maybe about a minute to a minute and a half to clean each brush. So if you're one of those people that do use makeup in the morning, and this is something that you find, you're coming back home to dirty brushes and you don't remember to clean them when you get home after work. I know I don't. I'm dealing with my kids, I'm writing on my blog. I don't have time for this. So I would much rather just clean it right then, right after I use it, because then when I come back, then I stick it in my little custom shot glass here. By the next morning, it's dry and it's ready for use, and I don't have any issue. This one is very gooky. This is the brush that I use to prime my eyelids for when I put on eyeshadow. So it's very, 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 very gooky. So this, I go in and I do the same thing. You know, you go in, you rub, and 1 paper towel typically will get the job done, especially if you're only using 3, you know, to maybe 4 small brushes. And this works great because you can see now that it came off, and now I'm wiping and it's gone. So now we go into the soapy solution, gently press, gently press, gently press, you know, to get out that oil. And then we go back in here and rub, rub, rub. Then water. And that's it. And look how clean that comes out. Just that fast. It's completely clean, and it didn't take me that long. So I feel like this works very, very, very well. Now I find this tactic to work great for me. It works very, very well. It keeps the brushes clean. You know, you go from the oil to the soapy water to the regular water, and you know, you dip it as much as you need to get it clean. Now it's clean and germ free thanks to my antibacterial Ajax, and then I can just stick it right back in the cup. It dries on its own and it's ready for use for the next day. So I love this system, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I feel like it's something that, you know, maybe somebody else can use it too, and it'll be useful. You know, you can go right to your local Dollar Tree or dollar store, so you're not spending a ton of money. And another thing that I also use is this ultralight cleansing oil from Neutrogena. I bought this also to remove the makeup from my face, but I don't like the way it works on my face, so I'm also using this. And when this runs out, because as you can see it's running out because I've used a lot of it, what I'll do with this is I will mix this with this. It's the Garnier SkinActive Micellar cleansing water. I use these two together to create that makeup remover solution because I feel like these two work really great together. This is something that's also for the face, and even if you don't have this micellar cleansing water, you can use regular water. It's not like it's something that you have to use, but I think that these two work really great to create that cleansing oil solution for the very first step if you don't have any other, you know, solution like this, because with these solutions I feel like they're oil and something else also, because you can see the separation when they sit still. So I feel like it's not just all oil, so that's why I didn't want to just put like all oil in one, because it'll be like too thick. But these two, when I put them together, they work great together. I actually just recently started using this. Before that I was using these two and they work great. They work absolutely great together. Now if you have bigger brushes and you want to do this with, say, like, you know, your big fluffy brushes, maybe you want to get bigger containers, which still Dollar Tree is great for containers of any size. If you have a space where you set up your makeup and you want to be able to set up this system so that you can keep your brushes clean, so that when you go back to apply the next day you don't have to worry about going to the sink and washing them. I'm still working on my makeup, my beauty blender. I don't necessarily do that with this because these are a little too small, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't clean this every day. I don't. I will use this all week long exactly the way it is. Just spray a little water on it, dab it on my paper towel that I pretty much keep here, and it stays clean enough. And then you figure on the weekends, that's when I'll clean this and bring it back to being brand new. Please thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe this video if you found any of the information useful. Thank you so much for watching. I love you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.